My soul is like a fire, trying to raise the frequency higher.
Hey, what's up? I'm Kylie Ray, and I want to talk about something that's been kind of weighing on my heart, and also kind of make a point. Just growing up, and when I was younger, I used to enjoy eating meat, which I now call dead animal flesh, because that's what it is. So, my dad actually was telling me a story last night. He was telling me and Aunt Dog about when I was a kid, how I really enjoyed eating meat. And this was really hard for me to hear. So talking to Aunt Dog about, what I did as a kid, because my parents just fed me that way, but I don't completely want to blame it on them, also my dad was also telling a story about how I was like a 3 or 4-year-old. Definitely don't know better at that point. And I just had a piece of I think probably a medium rare steak, so basically almost raw cow flesh. And I was just gnawing on it, eating it. And obviously that's a really hard story for me to hear about and think about, because I remember a lot of times ordering, even at a restaurant, I had the option, I feel like, more to order vegetables or something. Not that there's a lot of just veggie options at restaurants. I'm definitely finding that out now as a vegan. But it's just hard for me that I would order a steak, dead cow flesh. I would order ribs, which were pig bones and flesh drenched in barbecue sauce. And I feel like that's probably what I liked about that, was the barbecue sauce. Put barbecue sauce on your vegetables. But, I didn't know that as a kid, and this is stuff that's been weighing on my heart a lot, especially since, coming to the realizations that I have. And I really think that anybody actually has weight on their heart from eating animals, even if they don't consciously realize it. If you don't realize that your heart is heavy and hurting from eating these enslaved, tortured, and murdered animals, it's gonna hit you one day. You're not gonna be able to go your entire life without realizing and facing this. And if you keep pushing it away, you are going to struggle emotionally and physically. Your emotional state will cause your physical being to become sick, probably in a very harmful way. For example, eating dead animals, eating meat, is the number one cause of high cholesterol, which puts strain on your heart physically. So not only does it emotionally, spiritually weigh on your heart, it literally manifests physical pain. So however you want to relate that, eating animals hurts your heart in every aspect. Even though I enjoyed eating dead animal flesh as a kid, even though it was something that I liked to eat, and especially because I was in karate, I was in kickboxing, I was a karate teacher as a teenager, I was trying to gain weight, I was trying to gain muscle, And I thought that to gain healthy weight and muscle, you had to eat more dead animal flesh, you know, and especially like the whole masculine aspect of that you need to eat meat to be manly or whatever, which that doesn't make any sense. You don't have to hurt your heart to be manly. But back to my story, I ate a lot of dead animals to try and boost my own gains, and that hurts me so deep. It makes me really sad that I was trying to use another being, their life, for my own gains, and I didn't even realize. But I'm glad that I realize now, and I'm glad that I can help other people, because I know that what I say has helped other people, even if it just makes them think about what they're doing more. Starting that cycle will almost always end in change of behavior. You have to plant the seed and water it for it to grow. If you don't plant the seed, nothing's gonna grow. If you don't water it, nothing's gonna grow. You have to try somewhere, and you have to do what you can. So, on that point of me enjoying dead animal flesh as a kid, very much. I remember very much enjoying it. And now I realize that their lives are more valuable and important and worthy than my food. I can go get plant-made nuggets. I can go get plant-made sausages. I can go get plant-made steaks. You literally can get a portobello mushroom, the really big ones, and cook them, you know, and put steak sauce on them, whatever. It is delicious. It is so good. It reminds me exactly of how I enjoyed steak, dead cow flesh, as a kid. And I like it even better because I love mushrooms. But my point here is, do you really value your 5-minute meal, 15-minute meal, over a being's entire life? Do you really think that you are that important? You are that superior over other beings, that their entire life only is worth your 5-minute meal? Really think about that. Because these animals especially are not just living out in nature, living happy lives, even though they still don't deserve to be murdered when they are. So, overview. My point here is, my taste buds are not more important than another living being and their life and their livelihood.
For the animals we speak of, all the pain and torture caused, it's time to make up.